ain't fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy Skywalker OG coming at you with another Rise of Kingdoms video. And today we're going to be covering our Osiris League bets for this weekend. And let me go ahead and say we will be streaming Osiris League matches this weekend. I do have slotted in for that RD2K matchup at 19 UTC. T2A does have a matchup at 15 UTC, which we are in. So I will not be streaming at 15 UTC, and I will try to wake up at 13 UTC to get a stream in. I'm not going to say I will, because that is way too early for me. But we'll see what we can do, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and get into our bets. First off, let me say, I wish I had more to throw in on 77SC last week. That was terrible that I bet early. I hope you guys listened and put some in. I said it at the end of the video to put some in at 77SC, and you didn't listen to all the other bets because 77SC was the breadwinner. It was the gold. It was the golden child coming out of this last week's bets. And yeah, we only put 40 Auric on there. We only had 40 Auric on there to throw because we pulled all of our bets in at the beginning of the week like a complete idiot. Anyways, this time we did not do that. We saved all of our Aurics. We just now placed them this morning, so let's go ahead and talk about it. LY59K970. We threw some Auric over here because this is a 34 to 103 million pot. And then, of course, you have LY59 at a 2.2 billion power. And then you have K970 at 2.4 billion power. There's 200 million discrepancy here. However, if we go take a peek at their last opponent's last matchup, 2525 and then 73 CG, I feel like I've heard these names before, right? And then there's not too much of a big gap here. 9k points, one arc, one proper rotation, one flip of a building, few gatherers, and then we have a 32k discrepancy. Let's go take a look and see why the betting is so in favor of K970. Scroll down here. Wait a minute. We have a 2.7 billion power team and then a 2.6 billion power team. So unless K970 just did not show up to their match, this leads me to believe that LY59 plays a better team. They play a little bit better. They played a bigger opponent. They came out a lot closer. I'm not sure why the betting pool's here. This doesn't really make too much sense to me. Now, do bear in mind, guys, in the realm of Sobek and Bastet, I am purely betting off of numbers. I have no clue about any of these alliances or their strategies. I've never watched them. I've tried to look up tape on them, and I don't think anybody covers them. If they do, it must be the newer or smaller streamers, smaller than me, because I can't find them. I can't find them. Like even my stuff, I can look and do a quick search, and it'll pull up mine, Bulbaritos, Omniarch. It'll pull up all these guys that some of them I've never even watched before, right? But I've never seen any of these teams play. So if somebody does stream for this, if somebody does know somebody that streams in these realms, I would love to get a link for some of these matches so I can actually have a little bit more information. But all of our bets are purely based on numbers here, and I don't see why K970 is so heavily favored here. So we did throw some Auric on LY59 to win. Of course, we threw some one Auric here just to watch 77SC because I think that's kind of funny. I mean, they're heavily outgunned here. I don't think they're going to win, but it would be pretty funny if they did pull out a dub there. Then you have ADCN versus U2VA. ADCN only put up half the points in their last match against W678, and then LOD and 02VA. 02VA, very close matchup against LOD. However, if we look at it, you have a 2.9 billion power team and then almost a 2.7 billion power team. When you go down here to LOD, you have a 2.6 billion power team. So ADCN played a bigger team, and 02VA played a little bit of a smaller team and still dropped the ball. So I feel like ADCN has a shot here in this matchup. It all depends on if they clean up their play, if they get a little bit better from you know, the W678 match. Like I said, I don't know much information on these teams, but looking at the numbers, it looks like they may have a shot to be able to win here. And then the Ulrich, of course, is there to be able to actually win a little bit of a decent pot there. So let's go ahead and go into Bastet. Again, I'm going to say it one more time, guys, because I had a lot of hate from last weekend for betting in the realm of Bastet. I purely bet on numbers and odds, guys. I try to get the best Ulrich return whenever I throw Ulrich into these realms. I don't know these guys. I've never watched any of these guys' tape. I've tried to find matches. It's not there. It's not producing for me. Nobody streams back here. that I know. Share me links, people. Share me links. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to this. I'm just trolling back on the trolls. My boy Dirt McGirt was giving me crap all week about this. Anyways, so we have W364 versus TV. W364 being a 3.6 billion power team, TV being a 2.9 billion power team. TV barely won their last matchup, and then W364 lost their last matchup. But let's go ahead and look at the two teams that they played. You got W244, and then you got Tide. You have a 3.6 billion power team and a 3 billion power team. That Ulrich is heavily on the smaller team, the 2.9 billion power, 3 billion power team here. So let's go see why. Who did they play again? It's Tide. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go check out Tide. Let's see, is Tide a bigger team? No, they're not. So W244, while they dropped the ball to a 5 billion power team, to where TV barely clips out a team that's even to them on power. Very even to them on power. So once again, I'm not too sure. And then everybody's going to bet against Tide to lose. So that makes sense. Plenty of sense, right? So I'm not too sure why these guys got all the Ulrich on them. This one may be a really big hitter for the week. It's a 20.9 million bet to a 50.7. This could make you a huge bit of Ulrich. Now let's go ahead and look at 85 AD. This is another one of those that are in the same situation. 85 AD, quite a bit bigger team. 47 IM has done very, very well all season. However, if we look at 85 AD, they had a bit harder matchups getting here than the 47 IM team. Now I will say 47 IM is a little bit smaller though. Like, not a little bit, but like substantially smaller. They are substantially smaller, taking out bigger teams. So I guess I can't say that they had a little bit easier of a route here. They just had bigger opponents. They just had bigger opponents on the 85 AD side. The 47 IM definitely has bigger gaps in the power though, because they are a sub 3 bill power team. So I mean, they can definitely win this infamous Mirage. I'm just betting here because, you know, it's a 6 to 11.4 million pot. And 85 AD definitely have a shot in this, and so does 47 IM. So if it can go either way, and the bets are definitely this big, I'm gonna throw some Ulrich onto the underdog. It's like a no-brainer, right? Well, we'll show you why. Okay, I didn't screw up this week. Okay, I didn't do this all the way down. I promise. Okay, I promise. All right. So let's go ahead and do CPFW and LX17. CPFW and LX17, both very, very close in power. Let's see who they played last week. 390W and 70GL. Let's go ahead and look at 390W. Bam. 390W, a 3 billion power team, and then a 2.3 billion power team. So while CPFW was quite a bit closer in their matchup against 390W, 70GL is nowhere near LX17's power. So they should have curb stomped them. Like, there was no reason not to curb stomp them, right? Now, if we're breaking it down here, and you're looking at it all the way through, CPF had some harder matchups. This one's one that you can say that CPF had a harder route to getting here, because they are at the same power. And CPF definitely played the bigger teams here. I'm pretty certain we looked at this also. We went back to, we went back to the Osiris League here. We went here, and then we went to qualifiers, and we went back to their realm and of Bastet as well. And then looked at their matchups. Just like we did these guys here. and then we looked at the powers to see who they played. And yeah, they had a harder route getting into their match, into this stage, than the LX17 team. So we're going to throw a little bit of Ulrich on the CPFW. I think they're a little bit more prepared to come into this match than LX17 is. So that's where we're going to throw our Ulrich. That's another underdog match. So we have, for all of our underdog pairings that we're hoping will hit us very nicely and get us some good Ulrich, we have in the realm of Bastet, the W364, 85 AD, and CP FW. Those are the ones that we are going to try to hit in Bastet. And then in the realm of Sobek, we have LY59 versus K970, which is our huge one, 34.5 million, 103.2 million. And then we have ADCN versus 02VA. This one's probably our riskiest one because this one is, I honestly think 02VA is going to win this one. But there's some Ulrich to be made if ADCN is able to pull out the dub. Now let's go ahead and go to Horus. Realm of Horus. This is where we put our safe, secure bets because we know these teams. Unless Samsung intentionally drops the ball here, they're not going to lose this weekend. They are very, very prepared for Osiris League and very, very prepared to go the distance here. Same with JST and same with 1V. I still feel like, even though this is a very close match, if I'm not mistaken, further on during the brackets, when you have teams that have like they're 1-1, 2-2, whatever, it is going by a points difference. So I think they were setting up for that. I'm not sure. I think they were setting up for that because if you look at the actual Grand Prix, both these teams, they are crazy to be able to make it that close. I can see it happening. I can see it happening. But anyways, even without that being said, I think 1V is going to take home the dub in this match versus 93L. JST is going to dub it out, and so will 77 SS34. Now, I will also throw my 40 Ulrich on Blackpink because this one is a little bit skimpier on the rewards here, but I do think Blackpink is going to pull out the dub against the 774 NV team. So that is our bets for this weekend. Hopefully, guys, we do a lot better this weekend than we did last weekend. And I will catch you on the live streams tomorrow. Until next time, this is your boy Skywalker OG saying peace out and have a good weekend.